What's good, y'all? It's your boy Matt, your favorite CEO, fitness model, and content creator. This video was sponsored by Limitless Visions, baby. Your boy cooking up, going crazy. You need to understand the importance of self-reflection. You need to learn the importance of self-reflection. Self-reflection is key in your life. Self-reflection is going to help you to improve in every area of your life. If you don't self-reflect, you will never evolve. If you don't self-reflect, you will never improve. And I need you to understand that all business owners have to self-reflect. They have to reflect at the end of the year on how they did the year before and how they can improve on the upcoming year. Whether, increasing their sales, increasing their productivity, increasing the amount of employees that they need in order to get certain shit done that they weren't able to do before. Whatever it may be, you need to self-reflect. Like I said, all business owners self-reflect at the end of the year. They reflect on what they did the year before and how they can improve. The same thing with health, right? I used to eat this before and it made me break out. So how can I improve my diet so I won't break out? Boom, I gotta cut this out, right? I was losing only a pound a week, but how can I lose 2 pounds a week? Boom, gotta cut this out. Reflection, self-reflect. Okay, cool, I was with my significant other. I gave them attitude during a certain time over some shit that had nothing to do with them. How can I, next time in that situation, not react towards this individual when it had nothing to do with them? How can I control my anger better? Boom, self-reflection. And the next time that thing comes around, whether it's certain foods that you're not supposed to be eating, whether it's you giving attitude to your partner, whether it's, reflecting on, different business situations, you know how to move when that time comes. You know how to attack those things without it becoming an issue. So the next time that comes around where you're upset about something that has nothing to do with your partner, boom, okay, cool. I know I'm upset about this. Let me have a conversation with them and let them know that I'm kind of a little bit upset, so I kind of get a little bit of space. Or I'm going to control my anger better and put that to the side so when I'm having a conversation with this individual that I love, I won't give them attitude. Right? You see how you evolved as a person. You see how you made a different decision that gave you a different outcome because you self-reflected. You took inventory on the things that you need to get done, the things that you need to work on, right? A lot of people feel like they're perfect. They feel like they don't need to improve. So they don't self-reflect. They don't take inventory on their thoughts, their feelings, their emotions. They don't take inventory on the habits that they have and how they can improve. They don't take inventory on how they can grow their business, or why their business stays the same or goes bankrupt. That's why most people go from being in good health into shitty health, because they think that what they're doing now is going to last forever. It's not. You got to improve. There's always new innovations in business. That's why you got to adjust, right? Business 40 years ago was completely different than business now, because now we have AI, we have technology, we have different things and different assets that people utilize to grow their business that they didn't have 30 years ago. So now we're in the fucking gold rush of technology. We're in a digital gold rush time, where now everybody from the comfort of their own home, from the comfort of their bed, from the comfort of their phone and their laptop can make millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? But imagine if people now still try to do business like how they did 40 years ago and not adjust their current times and using social media and not reflect on how they can improve their business. Would their businesses improve? No. Which is exactly my point. The same thing with health. We live in a different day and age where there's certain foods that you used to consume back then that were healthier back then, but now it's injected with a lot of BS. Now it's way more processed than it was back then, when the food 40 years ago during our parents' time was actually organic. As opposed to now, it's not. You know what I'm saying? You buy something that says plant-based, you read the ingredients, nothing in there is a plant. All chemicals. Different time. As opposed to back then, 40, 50 years ago, if something was plant-based or if something was organic, it actually was natural. But you have to reflect. Am I going to continue to consume this and think I'm going to get the same results when we live in a different time and I have to adjust and self-reflect and take inventory? Or am I going to improve and try something new? Or not try something new, but get something that's more beneficial to me? Right? That's why I don't drink whole milk. I don't drink whole milk because whole milk makes me break out. Whole milk is bad for my gut. Dairy in general is not good for you. I don't care what nobody says. Dairy is not good for you. And that's a whole nother topic to get on, but I don't consume dairy. I don't like cheese. I'm not lactose intolerant. I'm just not a baby cow. I don't consume milk. I don't fuck with milk. I don't fuck with whey protein. I take vegan protein. Right? And I don't mess with whole milk. I take almond milk. But during that time, what if I never self-reflected? What if I never took inventory and I kept consuming the whole milk and not changing it to almond milk? I would have still had severe acne. I still would have had bad gut health. I still would have been bloated. I still wouldn't have been where I was now in terms of like how in perfect health that I am, right? Because I'm in perfect health compared to who I was 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago. Because the old me used to consume processed foods, and I ate 3,000 calories of bullshit and thought I was cooking up and bulking, when in all reality, I was killing myself. When I was consuming 8 glasses of whole milk a day, I was killing myself. I was fucking up my skin, fucking up my gut, messing with my body, right? But what if I never self-reflected? What if I never self-improved? What if I never took inventory on that? I wouldn't be where I'm at today. My skin is flawless compared to how it was 7 years ago. Anybody who's watching this video that knows me can vouch for that. I'm in the best physical condition that I've ever been in my entire life, and my physical conditioning is continuing to improve because I'm constantly changing my diet and self-reflecting. Okay, cool. I used to eat this before. I might have to cut that out. I used to eat pork. Don't eat pork no more. I used to eat certain types of foods that I thought were good for me. I learned that they're not. You know what I mean? I was eating certain foods that said plant-based, that said organic, but when I read the ingredients, everything in there was chemicals, right? So like I said, you have to self-improve, and you have to take inventory in order to self-improve. You have to self-reflect in order to improve in your life, whether it's business, whether it's finances, whether it's health, whether it's your relationships with your woman, your guy, your family members. You have to self-reflect. Whether it's your emotions, how you react to certain things, how you communicate, you have to self-reflect on ways that you can improve. Because if you don't, you're never going to improve. You're always going to stay the same. You're always going to be in the same place. And as time moves on, things change, right? That's why a lot of people who were living 50, 60 years ago, yeah, there are certain concepts that today, right, it still makes sense and it still works, but we got to adjust, bro. The same type of investing and saving advice that our parents used to give us, or that our grandparents lived 60, 70 years ago, a lot of that shit now, especially if you live in New York, that shit don't work, bro. It's not that simple anymore. You know what I mean? You can't get a house for $50,000 and live there forever and build on it. It doesn't work like that now. This is a different time. Where now, the average 1-bedroom apartment, average studio in New York City is fucking $3,500, $4,000. And that's not to put you down. I'm just letting you know you got to adjust, right? If it comes to that, you might have to increase your income. You might have to increase your net worth. You might have to increase your investments. You might have to develop different streams of income so you can fund the lifestyle that you want, which is what most people have to do. It's a different day and age. You can't just work a regular job and make minimum wage for your entire life and expect to live the best lifestyle you can. You can't. You're gonna be fucking penny pinching. You're gonna be living paycheck to paycheck. You're gonna be drowning. So you have to self-reflect. You have to take inventory on your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. How you act, how you move when it comes to your finances, how you move when it comes to your health, how you move when it comes to what you're mentally consuming, quote unquote, right? What you're mentally eating, right? What you're physically eating. Right, you have to take inventory when it comes to the relationships that you have with people and how you move towards these people and how they move towards you. And there's a lot of things that you have to self-reflect on, right? Self-reflection is key to improving as an individual, man or woman, child, teenager, whatever it may be. I don't care. I'm letting you know that you need to self-reflect. You're not perfect. Because if you were perfect and you had everything figured out, you'd be where you want to be, but you're not. For a fucking reason, because you have to improve. Even the people who are the best of the best in business, people who are the top of the top tier in health, people who are in the top tier in making money, people who are in the top tier in good looks, these people are not perfect. These people still have to self-reflect in order to improve in all different areas of their life, right? So I don't care if you're the best basketball player, you still have to self-reflect on how you can improve your game. Yeah, I'm shooting 45% from the field. Cool. How can I make it 50? How can I make it 55? Right? How can I even make it 47? Right? Steph Curry is constantly improving. His stats are constantly getting better. He's not just... Steph Curry doesn't shoot the same way he did 10 years ago. Because if he did, he would be the same player he was 10 years ago. His game is not the same because he had to self-reflect and figure out different ways for him to lead a team, for him to become better. And that's why he is a three-time NBA champ, 2-time MVP. That's my G right there. Actually, matter of fact, I think he's a 4-time MVP, right? Because that's my favorite basketball player, but I haven't been keeping up with the games and shit. I think he has 4 rings and 2 MVPs. Or he has 3 rings. One of the two. I forgot. But my point is, imagine if he never self-reflected. Imagine if he never took inventory on how he could improve his game. And imagine if he did the same thing he kept doing the previous years and never improved on it. He would be the same basketball player he was when he came out of Davidson. And if he was the same player that he was when he came out of Davidson now, he'd be a fucking bum. In the current league today, he wouldn't be as great as he is today. Of Come on, bro. It's a different time now, bro. You know what I mean? So find different ways to self-reflect. Find different ways to self-improve. In order for you to improve in your life, in order for you to improve your health, you have to self-reflect. In order for you to improve in business, you have to self-reflect. In order for you to improve as a person and become a better man, a better woman, a better husband, a better wife, a better father, a better mother, a better son, a better brother, a better sister, you have to self-fucking-reflect. Reflect on the things that you need to work on. Improve on it every single day, every week, every month, every year, so you can become an overall better individual. If you don't, 10 years will go by, you'll be the same person. 20 years will go by, you'll be the same person. And that's why most people say, this is how I am. I can't change. That's bullshit. You don't want to fucking change. You don't want to self-reflect and understand that the way you're acting, your emotions, when you lash out at people, it affects everybody around you. But you're so, you're so egotistical. You don't want to change the way that you act. You don't want to improve on it. This is how I am. You can't change me. Okay, cool. You're going to be lonely. You ain't going to have no friends. You ain't going to have no family, right? There's certain people who are just stuck in their own ways and they're just lost in the sauce. But you don't want to become like that type of person. You don't want to become that individual, right? That nobody wants to be around because they don't know, they don't want to self-reflect and they want to stay in the same place and they want to just continue to be miserable and sad and depressed and fucking angry and being a Debbie Downer. No, I'm Gucci. I don't want to be around that person, right? Because their energy is going to rub off on me and they're going to throw me off course. I'm Gucci. I want to be around people who's constantly evolving, constantly finding different ways to become better and holding themselves accountable to the shit that they need to fucking do in life. I surround myself with men who hold themselves accountable. My brothers, my cousins, my best fucking friends. They hold themselves accountable. They're locked in. They're making it happen. They're taking action. I don't surround myself with bums. I don't surround myself with people who just want to fucking club, party, smoke, drink, play fucking games all day, every day, 24/7. It's not bad to do these things sometimes, right? When you want to have your fun, you're a human being. But the overindulgence in it, that dictates your reality, where that's all you're mentally consumed by, is bullshit. I can't be around those people that don't want to self-reflect. I can't be around people who don't want to improve. I can't be around people who just want to be mediocre and want to stay the same. I'm Gucci. I'm good. You know what I mean? So make sure you're out there self-reflecting. Make sure you're out there taking inventory on your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, and everything that you're doing in life so you can evolve as a person. If you don't, you're never going to evolve. You're never going to become better. You're never going to improve. Like I said, every basketball player that you see has to self-reflect on their game in order for them to improve. Ball handling skills, free throws, their IQ. You know what I mean? Steph Curry is not the same basketball player he was 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Why? Because he took inventory on how he can improve his game, and he did. And that's why he's a 2-time MVP and a 3 to 4-time NBA champion. The greatest point guard that ever fucking lived. Same thing with LeBron. Same thing with Michael Jordan. Same thing with all these greats, Kobe Bryant. Same thing with even certain UFC fighters, Conor McGregor, John Jones. All of these motherfuckers, when they first started, are not the same person they was before because, why? They self-reflected. They took inventory on ways that they can improve because that old shit not gonna work now. You gotta change up some shit. If they were still fighting the same way they were 10 years ago, 5 years ago, would they win as many fights as they would now? Would they be as great as they are now? No, they still have to improve on these certain areas that they working on so they can become what? Better. Same thing goes with basketball, same thing goes with all these sports, same thing goes with fighting, same thing goes with finances, same thing goes with health. You have to constantly improve, right? I'm not doing the same shit that I was a year ago in terms of my content. As you can see now, I'm editing my videos now. I'm actually putting music in it, right? The music that you're listening to, I'm actually putting shit in the videos on the screen. You see the intro is completely different than it was the videos I was making 6 months ago. Improvement, taking inventory, self-reflecting. How can I improve my content so people can watch the videos longer? How can I improve my content so it can be more engaging? Right? Like I said, watch my entire video and you see that my content is completely different than how it was a year ago. Why? Because I self-reflected and figured out different ways to improve it, and that's what I'm doing. Even a year from now, my content's gonna look different, it's gonna sound different, it's gonna be completely different. Because I'm constantly improving, I'm constantly taking inventory, I'm constantly reflecting on ways for me to become better. I'm a different man with you watching this video right now than I was when I posted my first video back to stop accepting others' limitations. I'm a completely different person now than I was during that time in January. I think it was February. Completely different entity, completely different person. Why? Because I self-reflected and I took inventory and I became better. Your boy, Matt Rodriguez. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow your boy at Matt Rodriguez _18 on Instagram. And follow your boy, LimitlessVisions.co on Instagram. And follow your boy on TikTok at Matt Rodriguez _18. Like, share, and subscribe. I love y'all. Blessings and peace and blessings upon y'all. And I'm out.